If you ask 100 chess players how to improve, you'll probably hear the same answers over and over again. Memorize more opening theory, solve thousands of puzzles, analyze every game with the engine, play as many games as possible, and while all those things absolutely have their place, I think we're accidentally starting to treat chess improvement like a chess checklist instead of a process of understanding somewhere along the way. We've become obsessed with finding the fastest method instead of asking whether we're learning the right things in the first place. My personal philosophy starts somewhere completely different. Before I care about what opening you play or how many tactical puzzles you're going to be solving, I want to know about who you are as a chess player. What kind of positions actually excite you? Do you enjoy chaos or control? Do you naturally trust your intuition, or do you prefer careful calculation? Because the strongest players aren't simply collections of memorized patterns. They develop a identity that they understand how they think, what environments they perform best in, and they build their chests around their strengths instead of constantly fighting against them. This way of thinking is heavily inspired by the creative spirit of Mikhail Tal, but it goes way beyond just simply playing sacrifices or attacking every game. Personally, what fascinates me is the psychology behind creative chess. When you create unfamiliar positions, introduce imbalances, or take your opponents outside of preparation, you're forcing both players to solve new problems. That's where genuine understanding is going to begin. Not when you're just reciting theory, but when you're actually having to do critical thinking for yourself. Psychology has taught us something incredibly important about learning. People don't improve simply by just repeating an action thousands of times, but they improve through deliberate practice, feedback, pattern formation, and building accurate mental models. The brain isn't designed to memorize endless information forever. It's designed to recognize relationships, simplify complexity, and better make decisions with experience. That is exactly what chess should be training, not just memory, but perception. Not just calculation, but understanding. That's why I believe that principles should always come before memorization. Openings matter, but only after you understand why that move exists in the first place. Engine evaluations are also useful too as well, but only after you understand the ideas that they're trying to achieve. Calculation as well is a very essential skill to have, but calculation without intuition often becomes very mechanical. I want players to recognize opportunities naturally and adapt to unfamiliar situations so that they can trust their own judgment under pressure and understand positions deeply enough so that they aren't afraid when the game leaves the book. My YouTube channel isn't about giving you another list of like tips and tricks. It's about exploring chess through psychology, learning science, creativity, and fundamental principles. I want to challenge the way that we think about improvement and just in general how we think about the game of chess and fundamental principles too. I want to just challenge the way that we think about improvement, not because traditional methods are useless, but because I believe most players are only reaching a fraction of what their potential actually is. If we can better understand how the mind learns and how confidence affects decision making and how different personalities approach chess, then we can become stronger players in a way that lasts far beyond just memorized variations. If any of this sounds interesting to you, then hey, you're exactly the kind of person that I have made this YouTube channel for. Whether you're just starting out in your chess journey or you've been playing for many years, just spamming games, my goal isn't to teach you how to become a copy of somebody else or to become me. It's to help you discover what your identity is over the board and to think independently for yourself, to also embrace complexity, and to build a style of chess that is just uniquely yours. Because at its best, chess isn't about memorizing the right answers. It's about learning how to ask the right questions.